When summer's heat starts to fade, a quiet transformation begins in the garden. The days are shorter, the air cooler, and suddenly the soil feels alive again, inviting seeds to rest and roots to grow without the stress of scorching sun. This is the magic window that, honestly, a lot of gardeners overlook, the cold season planting period. And if you choose the right crops, this time of year can give you some of the sweetest flavors, the most vibrant colors, and the richest soil benefits you'll see all year. The trick is knowing which plants thrive when the temperature drops, and how to set them up for success before winter fully arrives. Today we're diving into 10 cold season crops you can plant now for a spectacular fall harvest, and maybe even a little bounty through the frosts. Few crops reward fall gardeners like spinach. The cool weather brings out its sweetness, making each leaf tender and mild rather than bitter. Spinach thrives when sown directly into the soil in late summer or early fall, as long as the soil stays moist during germination. As the days cool, growth slows, but the leaves pack in more sugars, and frost actually intensifies the flavor. A well-prepared bed with plenty of compost will keep spinach pushing out leaves deep into autumn, and in milder regions, you might see it overwinter and burst back in spring. Fall carrots are in a league of their own. The cool soil encourages them to develop dense roots, and the sugars rise as temperatures drop. Sow them in loose, stone-free soil about 10 to 12 weeks before the first frost. The key to fall carrots is steady moisture while they germinate, then letting them mature in the chill. Many gardeners leave them in the ground under a layer of straw, pulling them up as needed for fresh, sweet crunch through the coldest days. Kale doesn't just survive the cold, it thrives in it. Once established, frost acts like a natural seasoning, making the leaves more tender and sweet. From curly varieties to flat-leaf lacinato, kale provides both beauty and nutrition through fall, and often well into winter. Plant seedlings in late summer, give them a rich, well-drained bed, and keep them consistently watered until cooler weather arrives. Kale is one of the few greens that can keep a garden visually lush, even when most summer crops are gone. Beets offer a double harvest, the earthy jewel-toned roots and the tender spinach-like greens. Sow directly in late summer and keep the soil consistently moist during germination. As autumn deepens, the roots concentrate their sugars, giving you that signature fall sweetness. They store well too, so you can harvest and keep them in a cool place for winter meals. While garlic won't be ready to harvest until the following summer, fall planting is the secret to big, flavorful bulbs. Tuck cloves into the soil a few weeks before the ground freezes, and they'll use the winter chill to develop strong roots. Come spring, they'll take off, fueled by all the quiet preparation they've done underground. Softneck varieties do best in mild climates, while hardneck garlic thrives in colder regions. Radishes are the quick win of the fall garden. Many varieties mature in under a month, meaning you can sow them even late in the season and still enjoy their crisp, peppery bite before frost. Cooler weather keeps them from bolting and improves their texture, making them an easy gap filler between slower-growing crops. Chard brings color to the cool season garden, with stems in shades of gold, crimson, and pink. It's not just a beauty, it's also cold-tolerant and productive, giving you leafy harvests long after summer greens have faded. Sow in late summer and keep harvesting outer leaves to encourage continuous growth. Even after frost, chard often holds its shape and color for weeks. Turnips are an underrated fall staple, offering both tender greens and sweet, mild roots. Cooler weather tames their sharpness, making them versatile for roasting, mashing, or adding to soups. Plant them directly in the soil. Keep the bed moist, and you'll have a harvest ready in 6 to 8 weeks. Compact and hardy, fall cabbages are sweeter and denser than summer crops. They benefit from the slow growth of cooler days, which allows the heads to tighten and store well. Transplant young cabbage plants in late summer, give them plenty of compost, and protect them from early pests with row covers until the weather turns cold. Broccoli really loves the chill, producing tighter, more flavorful heads when it's grown in the fall. So, you'll want to transplant seedlings in late summer, make sure to feed them well, and, keep the soil consistently watered. As a nice bonus, after you cut the main head, the plant will often produce smaller side shoots for weeks, so you can keep on harvesting. The beauty of fall gardening is that these crops kind of work together to create a vibrant, productive space, even at a time when most gardens are winding down. While summer might be the season of abundance, fall really is the season of flavor and resilience. The cooler temperatures slow pests, the rains come back, and the soil just holds moisture more easily. Even better, a lot of these crops will survive light frosts without any protection, giving you fresh food long after your neighbors have put their beds to sleep. To get the best results, remember that timing is everything. Look up your first frost date, count backward based on the crop's maturity time, and sow accordingly. In warmer climates, you can plant later, and in colder zones, give crops a head start indoors or under protective covers. A rich layer of compost before planting will feed the soil microbes that help roots establish quickly, and a mulch layer will lock in the moisture needed for steady growth. If you've never planted a fall garden, this is the year to try. Start small with a few crops or go all in and transform your beds into a cold season feast. The rewards go beyond the harvest. You'll learn the rhythms of your local climate, discover new flavors, and enjoy the satisfaction of seeing green life thriving against the backdrop of autumn's change. Fall gardening isn't just about squeezing in one more harvest. It's about embracing a season that many overlook and uncovering the quiet abundance it holds. So get your seeds, prepare your beds, and plant for the weeks ahead. The crisp air, the rich flavors, and the vibrant garden colors will be worth every moment. If you found these tips helpful, make sure to subscribe to Botanical Bliss and share this guide with fellow gardeners who might be missing out on the magic of fall planting. Together, we can keep the garden alive and thriving all year round.